Good afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Series 7 video, bringing you BLACEPHALON. Now, BLACEPHALON is a fire ghost type that a lot of people forget exists, but does have access to the ability Mind Blow. Not ability, a move. The move Mind Blow, which essentially what it does is blow its mind, and blows my mind too. It's a spread area fire move, one of the few fire moves that does hit every single Pokemon in the field, so that means that it can go ahead and raise our own Flash Fire here on the Heat Ran. That's kind of the strategy that we have built here. Now, this team was actually inspired by Shark Dad in the Patreon. He did come up with this team, or at least he did pilot it and give me the idea to run it, which is something that I'm very excited to try out because I do think this is a pretty good strategy. The only problem with Mind Blow is it halves your health, which is bad, yes, but BLACEPHALON already doesn't have any defenses. It will probably be going down that same turn anyway. So that's kind of the thought process behind here. And just Specs Mind Blow does way too much damage than it should. So that's another thing that I do want to give a shot to. So the Heat Ran will get the +1 special attack boost, which makes so that the Heat Ran can actually be the Dynamax here. In situations that we lead with these two. The only problem with that lead is obviously we're weak to things like water. So we gotta watch out for water types. But thankfully there aren't that many water types in the current meta except for Finny. That's pretty much the only one. I mean, I guess you can get away with Primarina and Milotic, but for the most part, it's Finny. Moving on with the rest of the team, we do have the Tornadus for the Tailwind here. We have the Focus Sash on the Tornadus just so we can take one Mind Blow at least and do something after the Tailwind. Moving on with the other team, Moving on with the rest of the team, we have the Landorus with Choice Scarf. Self-explanatory. If it's the team, well, we need a way to deal with Aleki. That's our answer. Speaking of bulky water types, we have Lapras. I forgot to mention Lapras earlier on, but Lapras is also really nice here for another potential Dynamax. Say we need some tankiness to the team. Say we want a Pokemon that isn't too weak to the Mind Blow. We can also bring the Lapras here as an option. Lapras in general does just do very well in the current meta and does have Resonance, which can help our team get the defenses that they do need. And then we got Rillaboom. Self-explanatory. But yeah, that's the BLACEPHALON team. If you guys do want to see this team in action, go ahead and hit the like button down below to help support Pokésports as much as you possibly can. Let's shoot for 200 likes in this episode. And remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Remember that these rental codes, I will give a rental code, by the way, at the end of the video, and down below in the description. Remember, these rental codes are out for a limited time only, so if you haven't already hit the notification bell, that's pretty much your safest bet of not being able to miss a rental code that you really want to try out. I would definitely recommend hitting the notification bell. They're only up for like 5 days, so remember, grab them while they're out. Anyway, battle time. Ooh, Sun Team Series 5. Alright, but it's a Series 5 team, but it does look like it was adapted for Series 7 because he does have the Raichu, which is a big Series 7 Pokemon, especially with Regigigas running around and Lightning Rod in general. It also does have the Dragapult and the Milotic because there's, things like Landorus running around and things like Instant again, so the Milotic is actually very nice here. And the Dragapult is terrifying. Along with the redirection. First turn, what do we do? It's kind of a weird situation that we're in. I think what we should do is let's lead with Tornadus, BLACEPHALON, bring in the Heat Ran in the back to help deal with the very terrifying Pokemon on his side of the field. And I think Lapras is for sure, right? Lapras for sure. We'll leave the Rillaboom behind. We don't want to bring the Landorus because of the Milotic. The Rillaboom would be nice against the Milotic, but that's a double fire type on that side of the field, and we don't want that. Anyway, if he gives us fire, and if he gives us sun, we're in such a good position here. Also, common question of the day. How often do you play Max Raid Dens? Or like a Max Raid Adventures, Dynamax Adventures? I play it more often than I feel like I should. And I will say that right now. But it's so much fun. I love it so much. It's actually, like, I think what makes it really good is the fact that there's no shields anymore, right? By removing shields, it got immensely more fun. And I think the random factor, if you get to bring whatever, like, selection of Pokemon they have, and it's all random all the time, is really fun as well. I feel like just bringing your Zacian over and over to Dynamax raid battles is really boring. Anyway, we have options here. He is going to go for Fake Out onto my Tornadus. That is obvious. So let's just do the hard swap here into my Heat Ran, which just eats up any fire move that the Charizard wants to dish out. And let's blow up. Mind Blow. Remove this Raichu from the game while also giving us a Flash Fire boost. Sounds good to me. Sounds just fine to me. It's kind of the thought process of this team anyway. Just blow up. Anyway, the Charizard is going to Gigantamax here, Mr. Beast Ball. And let's hopefully do fine. Who knows? I hope this all works out. Mind Blow does not have a chance to miss. We will just lose half of our health. He's going to go for Fake Out. Into the Heat Ran. Doesn't matter because we can't attack anyway. He's going to pop my balloon, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Flash Fire. Along with big old damage to this Raichu. And even doing a lot of damage to Charizard. Is that a vested Raichu? That took it better than I anticipated, not gonna lie. That's an Airstream on Heat Ran. Okay. I was hoping it would be a Wildfire, but oh well. This is kind of bad, because now he can attack my BLACEPHALON, actually. I think my best bet is to just go for a Heat Wave here. And to just let my BLACEPHALON go down. If it goes down, so be it. It did damage. It gave myself Flash Fire. He could also go for these Scorching Sands into my Heat Ran if that is what he wants to go for. But then I would have a Lapras in the back, which would not be the most terrible thing in the world. He's going to go for the Volt Switch onto my Heat Ran. And then he might just go for the attack here onto my BLACEPHALON. Worst case scenario, he goes for my Heat Ran, knocks out my Heat Ran. And then I knock out myself with Mind Blow. Best case scenario is if he goes for my Heat Ran, does not KO it, and leaves my BLACEPHALON on the field. Okay, he doesn't. He's not that crazy. But this is still a Flash Fire boosted Heat Ran that I have on the field, so I'm still content with this. Now we'll be able to get the Heat Wave off. Ooh, look at that damage. All right. It might not look like we're doing a lot, but we're actually doing so much here. Let's not go for Tornadus. I mean, I guess we could. We can go for Taunt first turn, right? But then we just lose our Tornadus next turn. I'd rather just Heat Wave again and take it out, right? Like, whatever. We just Heat Wave. Go for the Geyser onto the Charizard. So here we Heat Wave. Here we Dynamax. Let's go for the Geyser onto Charizard. I think Heat Ran could take one more Airstream from that thing. Unless he swaps in a Torkoal. That's the only way we don't take it. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, I think he goes for the Overgrowth, though, right? I'm glad I went for Geyser to at least undo the Sun. What's good here is that it also means that he probably doesn't attack my Heat Ran here. Because there's no reason he'd swap in if he was going to target the Heat Ran. Because Heat Ran was going down to like anything, really. Oh boy, Lapras. I'm a very tanky Lapras. I have faith. Wildfire. Oh. We definitely take this. Not well, but we take it, right? Like, that wasn't going to KO us. Anyway, Heat Wave. That's still big damage. Like, look out. We have chipped all of his Pokemon to below half. We just have to clean them all up now. It just becomes the cleanup game. We'll start with this Charizard. Only problem that I did here is set the rain, so my Heat Ran doesn't really like that too much, but we could tolerate it. We could tolerate it. Now question is, do we get the Resonance for my Backmon? I guess we can. Wildfire is going to be irritating. If it's Raichu, we have an issue? Well, not really, because we just protect. But it's going to force the protect out of us, which is bad. But yeah, it's probably just Raichu, and it wants to go for an electric move onto my Lapras to KO. But if that's the case, we just go for the Earth Power on the Raichu. Does he have any flying types? No, it was just the Charizard. So yeah, we can go for an Earth Power safely. It is the Raichu. I don't think Raichu fakes out. I think he has to go for the electric move onto Lapras. So what we're gonna do is, honestly, we could just Flash Cannon then. What did he show us? Why did I remember? Okay, Fairy. Yeah, let's just go for the Flash Cannon in case of the swap out. Let's go for the guard. We're going to have to take some Wildfire damage, which kind of sucks, but it be what it is. Volt Tackle. Going for big old damage. Too bad that was very obvious. Anyway, here's a Flash Cannon for you. +1 boosted Flash Cannon will be enough to knock out the Raichu. Amazing. Heatran is set up, man. Heatran is the real threat. Scorching. Never. Bye, Heatran. Bye-bye. Bye, Heatran. Thanks for coming. Alright. Wildfire Flames is gonna hurt. But we have the Tornado. And we can taunt this fairy. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter if we're gonna KO the fairy anyway. So we might as well go for an Icy Wind. Actually, let's taunt just in case we don't KO for some reason. And let's go for the max resonance onto the fairy. On our last turn of Dynamax, we'll get the resonance up. We will maybe clean up the fairy. And if not, it won't be able to attack anyway because it's about to be taunted. And then we can easily just pick off this Torque. Fine. Absolutely fine. What is Clefairy doing? It didn't follow me. Are you singing? Are you gonna sing, you little fairy? Like, what are you doing? I guess the world will never know. The world will never know. Thankfully, the Resonance was enough because we are still Life Orb. We do get the Aurora Veil up on our final turn, and now that is a Torkoal staring at the face of a Lapras, and Lapras does not seem to care too much. We take way too much residual damage, but we live at 9 HP. I have one good attack off here, and my Pokemon already burnt their Protect. My Pokemon, my opponent's Pokemon. Here I am combining words. They already burnt their Protect, so here we can just Air Slash. And go for, I guess we could Thunder. Thunder is the safest play. I was thinking Hydro, but we might as well Thunder since it is 100% accurate. Doesn't get the double. Okay, good. I was about to say, outplayed? Did we just get outplayed? Tornado is going to clean up the kill. Okay, so this team worked as intended. Shark Dad, you're onto something. This is amazing. I'm having so much fun. Anyway, next battle. Oh, that's a lot of fairy weaknesses on one team. Too bad we don't have any on ours. Oh, well. Anyway, let's look at what he does have. A lot of Pokemon slower than BLACEPHALON. So you know what that means? Hi, BLACEPHALON. Hi, Heatran. And he does have the Tailwind possibility on his side of the field, which does kind of suck a little bit for us. But let's ignore that for now. I'm also a little bit concerned with that Primarina. Because it's a Primarina. And we don't really want to deal with that, to be honest. Let's bring the Rillaboom and the Lapras in the back, though. We're going to leave our Tornadus behind. I don't know how much I'm going to regret this, but I guess we'll find out now. I mean, we already got our 1 win with this episode, so we could just go full meme here. Let's not do that. Let's actually try to get more wins. Let's try to get 3 wins. This is the casual item, but we still have to take it as serious as possible. Anyway, I'm just hoping that the Primarina either comes in later or doesn't come at all. Hydreigon lead. Okay, no Prim. But, and this is a big B for but, we're still in danger because he does have Hydreigon. So he could still go for things like Dark Pulse onto our Blacephalon, which is very bad for Blacephalon. Like I said before, Blacephalon does not have any attack stats, really. So let's go into the Rillaboom here to try to eat that up as much as we can. And let's go for a Heat Wave. We'll get damage off on this Tornadus, which is nice. We can always expect that the Tornadus is going to set up Tailwind first turn. It's really not going to do anything else, typically. We'll also set the Grassy Glide and the Grassy Surge. I really hope that he doesn't go for Earth Power on my Heatran. If he does, we do still have the Air Balloon attack, so that's fine. It's not going to Dynamax his Hydreigon, which is really good here. So that means we should be able to take this Dark Pulse very well because of our Assault Vest. Amazing. Followed by the Heat Wave. Gonna do really nice damage to the Tornadus. In this scenario, I guess we just go for... We could just go for High Horsepower. No, we can't because they're both floating. Let's go for the Fake Out for now. Onto our Tornadus, and let's Heat Wave again. I I don't fear this Hydreigon yet. I'll just keep firing off Heat Waves for now until I can bring the Lapras and deal with it safely. As my opponent Dynamaxes, I highly doubt he's Dynamaxing the Tornadus, so this should still be fine. We got the opponent to blow his Dynamax off on the Hydreigon, which is beautiful. Like I said, the Lapras just comes in the second he knocks out one of these Pokemon, can clean up the Hydreigon real quick. Anyway, let's fake out this Tornadus. We'll stop it from doing anything this turn, and we'll get it down low and oh, never mind. I was gonna say get it down low enough to where we can take it out with a Heat Wave, but he's gonna go right back to where he started. Max Flare now. Okay, this is gonna hurt, but we kind of wanted Rillaboom to go down. My biggest issue with that now is that he can go in with his Prim whenever he wants, and if he didn't bring Prim here, then he's just kind of trolling. But he also gave us the Sun. We avoid the Hydreigon avoids, but we are able to clean up the Tornadus. Okay, cool. Now I think our only option here is to go in with Lapras. And the great thing about us being in the Sun now is that if he does bring in the Prim, reduce damage. No Prim. Okay, goes with straight. Okay, that's different. I did not expect that. Now, what do we target? The Hydreigon or the Moltres? Flinch Boy or Tall Boy? Let's target Moltres for now because we know we can KO it, and let's protect. I don't want to take damage with Heatran, and I also don't want to get flinched with Heatran yet. Because I do realize that Heatran is kind of a win con, and I don't think there's anything that Hydreigon can really do to my Lapras after I Gigantamax to get the Resonance up. Like, if we're gonna take damage, let's take damage behind Resonance. Like, that's my mantra right now. Is that if we have to take damage, let's wait till Resonance is up. Then we could take reduced damage instead of max damage, right? So we learned he has Dark Pulse and Fire Blast. What other moves does he have? Obviously Draco. And then I'm guessing Ground Move. Another reason why I'm doing this is to preserve my Air Balloon for as long as I can. Fiery Wrath, okay. We can't flinch because we're Dynamax, so that's fine. Then Quake, there it is. He forgot about my Air Balloon, by the way, guys. He probably read it doesn't affect and got confused. Anyway, Oko. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Who cares about your special defense? It doesn't matter against Life Orb Lapras. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's a nice KO. That's good damage reduction now. And this Hydreigon should be running out of Dynamax right about now. And hopefully he didn't notice that he still can't Air Balloon us. Primarina's coming out here. That's alright. Let's go for the Resonance onto the Hydreigon, and let's go for the Flash Cannon onto the Prim. He goes for the Darkness, okay. Yeah, that is the better play. He has to pop my balloon first. He did realize. My opponent did realize it, but thankfully we are behind the Resonance. He's going to lower our special defense, which essentially negates the Resonance. Oh, he outspeeds. Oh, he outspeeds. He gives Water Absorb to Lapras, but we're going to take a lot of damage through this Heatran. We still live it, though. Oh my god, that Resonance coming in so clutch. That is, what is that, max speed? Prim? Why is that so... Oh, is he still in Tailwind? This battle feels like it's been going on forever, but I just realized he's still in Tailwind. It hasn't even been 3 turns yet. Anyway, bye Hydreigon. Now it's the World versus Prim. His Tailwind's going to run out right about now, so we are in a pretty good spot because we still have BLACEPHALON in the back ready to do some Mind Blow shenanigans, or even just Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is probably better in this scenario. And it all goes back to the Sun that my opponent set. The reason why I remembered it was Tailwind, by the way, is because my Heatran is meant to outspeed max speed Primarina by 1. Specifically. Just in case we go against it for some reason. Anyway, let's go for the Max Lightning onto the Prim. Let's go for the Flash Cannon onto the Prim. Let's end this game off with style. Battle was canceled. Boom! BLACEPHALON didn't do anything, but if anything, like, Heatran is getting such a nice showcase here. Along with Lapras, so that's not too shabby at all. On to the next one. Okay, this Regilucky is terrifying. Along with the Milotic. A lot of water types on my opponent's side of the field with not a lot of resistances, so I think Rillaboom is going to come here. Let's honestly do Tornadus, Blacephalon, bring in Heatran in the back, followed by Rillaboom. Is that smart? No, we should not bring Heatran this game. We should bring Blacephalon because Blacephalon could do some nice work here. And let's also bring Lapras. I think Lapras is definitely going to be our win con here. But we for sure need Tailwind to win. Against this team specifically, we need a lot of Tailwind to win. Mainly because Regigigas. Will Blacephalon outspeed Regigigas and Tailwind? I feel like that's something I should have calced for. Only one way to find out now. Oh, well, yep, definitely only one way to do it. Or, instead of Mind Blow, I don't KO the crest, so let's just Tailwind for now. I could taunt, but then I sack off my Blacephalon for no reason. So let's not sack off for no reason. No, we should taunt. It's such a hard decision. No, I'm gonna Tailwind. And I'm going to sack off my Blacephalon while also hopefully taking the Lucky down with me. Am I gonna regret this turn? Kaboom! I do outspeed the Regigigas, so we're learning something. Look at this animation. We take out the Alecki, we do half health to the crest, we crit our own Thundurus, but this is why the Sash is here. Because at least we get to have an attack off with Thundurus next turn. We get the Beast Boost off too, which is hilarious. But here's the Trick Room, dang it. I knew I should have taunted. I should have taunted so bad. But it's alright, I think. Because we have the Rillaboom in the back. We can go for Grassy-Glad anyway. That's not what you want to see on the field. There's not much we can do. Let's go for the taunt on the crest just so it doesn't do any shenanigans, and let's go for the sack here. Why not? We'll go for the Mind Blow just to KO ourselves. We, in all honesty, can't do anything else. I don't know if there's any way of Crest popping the weakness policy on the Metagross, but I don't believe there is. So let's try to leave that Metagross untapped. If for some reason, and I mean for some reason, he leaves this Blacephalon alive for this turn, I will be baffled. Let's taunt the Crest, even though Crest is probably just gonna go for Ice Beam. Mental Herb anyway. Okay, so I made the right play first turn. He had Mental Herb anyway. Max Quake now onto the Blacephalon will knock me out. I'm a Blacephalon. For crying out loud. And the special defense raise is going to be a little bit irritating, but we will deal. Good news is we have a Lapras, right? Like, Lapras is still very slow. And is this like an Icy Wind here? Light Screen. Oh, no. Light Screen is not something you want to see. But, like I said, we have a Lapras. We'll go into Lapras. Thankfully, Metagross cannot touch Lapras too much. And we actually underspeed Metagross if this is a fast Metagross. It could be Trick or Metagross, who knows? Oh no, we're in Tailwind. We do not outspeed. Uh-oh. Anyway, let's go for the taunt onto the crest. Prevent it from recovering or doing anything like Moonlight or anything like that. And let's go for the Resonance onto crest here as well. We'll try to knock it out, even though we probably won't knock it out through the Light Screen. But if he's setting up Light Screen, we'll set up Auroraville. We'll try to match it at least. And we'll just try to stall out this Metagross's Dynamax for as long as possible. Stall out the Trick Room for as long as possible. Stall out the game for as long as possible. And hopefully take home a victory. Who knows? We each got a KO on a very offensive lead, right? I KO'd the Alecki. He KO'd my Blacephalon. The problem here is my Tornadus is at 1 HP over there. I hope you're doing good, Tornadus. Hope you're doing good. Wait, Tornadus stayed alive long enough to get 2 taunts off and break a Mental Herb on a Cresselia, so that's not too bad. That's pretty good by my book. Helping Hand boosting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is why I want that taunted. So Trick Room, Light Screen, Helping Hand. like, that's 3 of its moves. Goes to the max Quake here. He's gonna leave my Tornadus on the field. That's gonna hurt, but not too bad. For being Helping Hand boosted and us not being in terrain, and not terrain, in Aurora Veil, I'm surprised with how little that did. Anyway, let's go for the Resonance. This will not be doing anything through Light Screen. Oh my goodness. Through Light Screen, through the +1 attack boosts. The +1 special defense boost, I mean, on the Metagross. That does absolutely nothing. Okay. Good news is, there is no good news. Let's go for the Air Slash here. Onto the Crest. And let's fire off Geysers into the Crest as well. I want Crest gone. I don't like Crest being on the field. And he's going to switch over to the Mindstorm here. Okay. Different. Just to set up the terrain. Stop us from doing any prankster shenanigans. Thankfully, Taunt was my only real prankster shenanigan. So that's fine. And Moonblast. Really, really hounding this Lapras here. It does get this. Come on! That's the last thing we needed was more hacks. Ugh. We do no damage now. We do legitimately 0 damage. Why Moonblast Crest? I'm working so hard to KO this Cresselia. Good news. Good news. And the only good news is that we get 1 turn where we outspeed this Metagross. So let's try to use it. I'm just going to Geyser the Metagross. Who is at +2 special defense and light screen. But we're not taking out this Crest anytime soon. I'm gonna leave Rillaboom to take out this Crest. Like, what else can we do? Like, we're so behind in terms of damage. My opponent just got so tanky. He withdraws the Crest. Wow. Into the Landorus. I honestly did not expect this at all. Gets the Intimidate off. It's not gonna matter too much. And then Meteor Mash into the Tornadus. Okay. At least we get the Geyser off. We could have knocked out the Landorus this turn, but I wanted to get damage up. That does nothing. We're gonna be here all day. Uh-oh. Oh no. Let's go into Rillaboom. Let's at least try to take out a Landorus, right? We clearly can't take out the Metagross at all, ever. Our best bet is probably going to be with high horsepowers. But let's try to take out Metagross. The issue is he's just going to U-turn out. I feel like I have to go for the fake out. Onto the Landorus. And then go for the freeze dry onto Landorus as well. Like, he doesn't want to attack Lapras, right? Lapras is such a non-threat right now at, like, -1 special attack through Light Screen. Anyway, we outspeed, so it doesn't even matter. Cool. Alright. Do we still take this out? Amazing. We took out a Landorus. That's something. Ice Punch. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Does it not freeze? Okay. Our Resonance is helping us so much right now. I think what we do now is, since the light screen does wear off, we can Grassy Glide the Metagross until it gets low enough. I guess we have to Hydro the Crest until it gets low enough to where we can high horsepower it without proccing a weakness policy. That's disgusting. At least we do get the attack off. Grassy Glide's gonna chip at it, but it's nothing at all. That's doubly disgusting. Ice Punch will probably KO me there. We live at 18. I really wish I got a Hydro Pump off so I wouldn't have to take another Helping Hand boosted Ice Punch. My only bet here is to crit him. So we're going to try to crit him. We have 2 chances to crit. We're taking them. So that's the only thing I can do. He's going to helping hand boost. That's fine. We outspeed him with both of my wands. We have to crit with one of them. Will it be this one? Nope. Will it be that one? This is damage reduced at least. We're in this still. The grassy terrain damage reduced that. That's 2 hydro misses though. He can't KO both my mons. Maybe he can. I'm gonna try again. Is this greedy? No. I should. He's gonna Moonblast one of them now. I'm gonna go for this, and then I'm gonna protect. No, is that risky? He KOs my Rillaboom 100% this turn. So my Rillaboom's the only thing that can KO his Metagross. He probably wants to Moonblast my Rillaboom though. And then Meteor Mash my Lapras? I don't know. I'm gonna Hydro Pump. I'm gonna Hydro Pump here. He didn't Helping Hand. He was going for the Moonblast on my Rilla. So that was big. Okay, we take it out. This battle is so close. He wants to Meteor Mash me. He does take me out. Here's the issue. My Rillaboom is not... does not have like any speed investment. And he got that Bulldoze off, which means that he is probably faster than me now. So I have to Grassy Glide, right? But if I Grassy Glide, I don't KO. He's min speed 2 though. Base 70, I'm base like 80. Screw it. We don't, if we Grassy Glide, we still don't win. We have to high horsepower. Oh my god, we still outspeed. Oh my god, we still outspeed. We take the game. What a battle. I have 4 speed investment. But that's what he gets for being literally 0 IVs on that thing. That's a battle, folks. If you guys want this team, here's the rental code. Holy moly. I honestly, I'm still... I don't even know how to speak anymore. I'm pretty good at commentating until we get to the points where things like this happen. I have no idea what's happening. Anyway, this is the rental code. Make sure to get it while it's out. You guys know the deal. It does go away after a couple days, so make sure you get it now. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. And that is the video. Thank you guys so much for all the support, like always, that you give Pokésports. We are growing at a tremendous rate, and I honestly don't know how to perceive it because it's happening so fast, and you guys are so amazing. Thank you for all the continued support. I'm Kevin, this is Pokésports. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night. Peace out.